We're heading to one of the most iconic, joyful landmarks in Australia. Millions of people visit this place every year for rides, ferry floss, and harbour views. But in 1979, 7 people walked through these gates and never came home. And the people responsible were never charged. We're going to Luna Park. Dude, that's a straight drop. That's so weird. Just this tiny picket fence, my foot, and right beside my foot, a huge drop. So we're gonna go have a look at what happened. I'm gonna walk around, see what it's like. I was thinking of walking and talking, but I don't want to ruin anyone's experience there if they overhear me talking about this topic. So I think I'm just gonna do a voiceover instead. You know, there are survivors that are still alive, family, all that stuff. So gotta be respectful. Yeah, and I'll give you the story when I'm there. Because damn, bro, it's wild. This is pretty chill. What? Dude. I honestly don't even know if I'm going the right way. Oh, we're just going into this tunnel, I guess. How low before the dock disappears? That's like genuinely creepy. I can't see the step below the one that's below the water, if it's even there. I just step off into shark-infested harbour. Oh, get me back up, get me back away. Dude, it's such a nice night. Look at this. Holy. Oh, yes. Got another one. This video is not even about Luna Park anymore. We're just heading to these. How far do they go? And how low do I have to stand for a great white to jump up and take a bite of my leg? Dude, I'm going one lower. Oh, dude. Okay, I can see one more there. And then one deeper, but even just imagining standing knee deep, that's just like scary. Just knee deep in open harbour. If you step forward, you drop. Harbour is kind of creepy. I'm acting like I can't swim, but I can. I'm a very competent swimmer. And I've been on YouTube to do some research about it. What sits at the bottom of this harbour? I wonder how much like shit there is. I'm pretty sure there's like a car in the harbour here somewhere. Not this very one, but somewhere in the whole of Sydney. There are probably more than one car. I wonder how many bodies are in the harbour. There are not many videos, but the ones that I could find were pretty interesting to watch. People diving into the harbour with scuba gear and cameras and recording what they find. Dude, it's such a beautiful city though. Honestly, Sydney. Like, it's actually insane. I love it out here. So that is the plaque for the ghost train fire that happened here in 1979 on June the 9th. He watched his 4 best friends die in there, and police never once asked him what he saw. Jason Holman was a Waverley College student who spent the day of 9th of June 1979 playing rugby and attending church with his 4 mates before heading to Luna Park that night. The 5 of them queued for the ghost train together. Jason ended up in a car behind his friends, and minutes later, the ride erupted in flames. Jason was pulled out by the ride operators as his car exited the tunnel. His 4 friends never came out. At the coronial inquest, Jason gave evidence that while waiting to board, a couple had left the ride complaining of a vile smell inside. Decades later, it was revealed that multiple witnesses had smelled kerosene on the ride and seen bikies in the park that night, but were coerced by police into changing their stories before the inquest. The detective who ran the investigation was later alleged to have been on the payroll of Sydney's biggest crime boss. Dedicated to those who died in the ghost train fire, 9th of June 1979. Yeah, I thought I missed it for a second, but no, there it is. All right, we're actually gonna go to the location of where it happened. Yeah, that's kind of wild to see. Something that you never, if you don't know the story, you never know that that plaque sits there in the darkness. It's contrasted right by the sounds of children screaming, enjoying a good ride or two, chomping on fairy floss by this beautiful harbour. Kind of creepy and sad, that little memorial. I knew that that was the one I was looking for because I saw a photo on Google. It was of those 2 little figures, and as I got here, I was like, wait, I need to turn around. I think somewhere here is where it was. And the first place I looked, that's where the memorial was. So, but now we're actually gonna go in. We're gonna go to what currently is the Big Dipper. and that is where the ghost train was. And yeah, we'll just have a look. The cool thing about Luna Park is that you can just walk through for free, so that's exactly what we're gonna do. A father said yes to one final ride, and it was the last decision he ever made. In 1979, John and Jennifer Godson brought their 2 young boys to Luna Park on a family holiday from regional New South Wales. At the end of the night, the boys insisted on the ghost train one more time. Jennifer went to grab an ice cream, and by the time she came back, John and both the boys had already boarded without her. The ghost train was a pitch black twisting maze built of highly flammable materials with no sprinkler system. Fire broke out at around 10 p.m. Passengers laughed at first, thinking that the smoke was a special effect. Then the power cut. When firefighters broke through the charred walls, they found John cradling both boys in his arms. He had left the car to shield them from the flames with his own body. Jennifer survived. Her husband and both her sons did not. 7 people died that night, and what police called a freak accident was actually something far darker. The last photo ever taken of this little boy was with a stranger in a horned mask. Before the Godson family arrived at Luna Park on the night of 9th of June 1979, they stopped at Circular Quay to catch the ferry over. A man wearing a loincloth and a mask with horns approached Jennifer Godson and asked if he could have his photo taken with her young son Damien. She agreed and took the photo. The man walked away and was never identified. That night, Damien died in the ghost train fire at Luna Park, along with his father, his brother, and 4 other children. Police declared the fire an accident within days, despite firefighters observing the damage was not consistent with an electrical fault. The horn man was never investigated, and nobody has ever been charged. Hell no, don't get me away from here. Something looks a little bit wrong with that. Bro, where are the cars? Bro, where are the cars at? I just noticed. I thought something looked weird about that. Bro, back on what I was saying about the harbour, stuff swimming in it. That would be a fun thing to do with experienced people. Chuck on a wetsuit, go in there knowing that I'm a little bit safe. Waisters just wig me out, man. Like, look. Now, you can't see them at the moment, but they wig me out. Huge respect for the Coney Island Funnyland, except you wouldn't want to get stuck in there at night, lights off. And that's when everything wakes up. All the paintings on the wall. Like, the paintings all around Luna Park are oddly charming because they're just like old school and yeah, like they've been there for a while. But they're also creepy. But when you like look close to them, it's like a place frozen in time. And it feels like Coney Island, like the paintings on the wall there will just wake up at night. If you're there by yourself, it turns into Five Nights at Freddy's. Did a grown man just mention Five Nights at Freddy's? Yes. Look at where I'm walking. This is some of the most valuable waterfront real estate in Australia, and someone was willing to kill for it. For years before the 1979 Luna Park ghost train fire that killed 7 people, Sydney's most powerful crime boss, Abe Saffron, known as Mr. Sin, had tried to acquire this land. The owners refused after the fire destroyed the ghost train and the original lease collapsed. A company called Harbourside Amusements took over the park. That company employed 2 of Saffron's cousins and 1 of his nephews. A National Crime Authority inquiry later found what it described as a determined effort to hide the true family and business involvement of Saffron in the company. Nobody has ever been charged over the deaths of 7 people right here, where the ghost train ride used to be. The detective assigned to solve the Luna Park fire was allegedly being paid by the man who ordered it. After 7 people, including 6 children, died in the 1979 ghost train fire at Luna Park, Sydney, New South Wales Police declared it an accident within days. No arrests, no charges. The man who ran that investigation was Detective Inspector Doug Knight. A 2021 ABC investigation concluded Knight was part of a corrupt circle connected directly to crime boss Abe Saffron, the same man who had been trying to acquire Luna Park for years before the fire.
Witnesses who described smelling kerosene and seeing bikies near the ride were coerced into changing their stories before the coronial inquest. As of 2026, no one has ever been charged. A second inquest remains unlikely according to anonymous police sources cited just this year.
That's the Mousetrap ride. It's an absolute classic. It's called Mousetrap for a reason. There are so many, you're in a tiny car and there are so many sharp twists and turns, it nearly like throws you out of the damn car. But look at that car. Look at that car size. I felt like I was being thrown out of it as a kid. I can't imagine what 100 kilo me would feel like in one of those little cars. You know what? I'm probably not even allowed to go in it these days. Let me know what you think about the story. Let me know what you think about what happened there. There's a lot of differing information. I don't know what's true, what's not true in terms of who's responsible, but there are lots of interesting things, such as the involvement of the police and how they dealt with all of that. Very, very interesting video. All right, I'm gonna go get some food and you're gonna come with me to get some food, man, because I'm hungry and I'm parched and I'm thirsty, and then I'm gonna take the metro back, and then, oh dude, it's my boy. Dude, that's creepy. That is creepy. Bro, he's looking straight at me. Why did I squat here? Bro, what? That thing's gonna chase after me in my dreams, except it's gonna be 15 times bigger. You know, I used to play Modern Warfare 3 so much when I was a little kid that in Modern Warfare 3, when you sprint, you only have a certain amount of sprinting available to you. You only have a certain amount of stamina. That didn't last very long. In game modes like Infected, you'd have to sprint around and avoid getting infected, right? You'd be sprinting and then you'd walk. You'd be sprinting and then you'd walk. That's how my dreams happen when I'm running from something because of Modern Warfare 3. Tio?
Yeah, Tio.
Alex. Good to meet you, bro.
Yeah, same.
All right, I was just walking past and I met Tio.
Oh, yeah.
And Tio was fishing. I was like, bro, have you caught anything? And he's like, oh, do you want to pull? Bro, this feels like it's actually just stuck on. I don't know if I want to pull it in anymore. It's like, that's really firm.
No, but I keep reeling it in, like.
Oh.
So I don't know what happened.
Oh, dude, it's not. I don't know how fishing rods work, but that needs to, I don't know, stay still or something. See, it spins with it. Line wraps around it and then it unravels itself by spinning.
Oh, yeah.
It's turning it. It's stuck against something here.
Right, thank you.
All right, good to meet you, bro.
Right, thank you.
Enjoy your fishing, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, no worries. He's gonna have to cut his line, lose his hook. Bro, this thing looks abandoned. Glass cracked. It floats though. It floats. What's up, bro? Got anything? Okay. Does bread work?
Just for barely. I don't really, like, if there's a pool of fish, I'll throw the bread out just so they stay, like, in the area.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Oh, that's a good strat. Yeah. 6 spots of fish. I'll leave you to it, bro. Have a good one.
You too.
That awesome. Dude, this looks like it belongs in Luna Park. That looks fake. It's cut out. Blocky ass boat. Boat's built like a Roblox character. Head.
What you doing?
Hey?
What you doing?
Looking at this head, bro.
What's that?
That's a camera.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I was filming myself down at Luna Park, but I thought I'd film this head, bro.
Cool.
Yeah, sick. It's interesting. Every kid fishing down there was like teenagers. And I see them around the shops as well, just walking around with rods. I think it's like a huge trend at the moment. What do you think, Head? Yeah, I would say the same. Like, it was that kid's second time. Good on him. He didn't have any bait. He didn't have a bucket. He didn't have any scissors. He didn't have any extra hooks. He didn't have any sinkers, I don't think. Very interesting. They're getting to it. The fishing trend. I love how that bloke was like, what are you doing? Yeah, bro, I'm just putting a flashlight on a head so the people on YouTube can see it. They're warning me. They're like, don't come up these stairs. Oh, these aren't dangerous stairs. This is just where deals happen. Nice family-owned business. Bon Polo. Really chill guy in there. This kid charged me. It wasn't a rort. It was only $3.06. How good. It's verified. The family at Bon Polo does not tax. They do not tax the people. They are for the people. I'm gonna crack this open and enjoy it. Far. Just a bit of Bon Polo. Damn. This place is tough for a rooftop garden. I'm gonna do some research on what this building is, because it looks like a church that's turned into a bar. Yeah, well, look at that. Drinks and shit in the window. I don't think I like that. It's like when I was in Japan with my older brother and we saw a place that was blatantly meant to be styled as a Christian church or a Catholic church, and it was a nightclub, and the people standing out front were standing on one of those podiums that you find in the churches, and it was like these like chicks dressed up in these like thotty nun outfits. And I was like, bro, that's actually disappointing. As me and my older brother, we were like, that's crazy. He was about to take a photo of it. I was like, you know what, Cam, don't even take the photo of it, bro. Just see it, shake your head, and let's just keep walking, man, because I don't want to immortalize it any more than it has to be, you know, as a physical structure, making such a mockery. Crazy. All right, I think I know where I am. All right, got my water. KFC's over there. No KFC. No KFC today, bro. No. That's a wrap for the video. The metro is just up there. See you guys in the next one.
Abe Saffron died a free man in 2006. The detective who ran the investigation retired from the force, and as of this year, a second coronial inquest is considered unlikely. 7 people died right here, and nobody has ever answered for it. Next time you come to Luna Park, look past the lights, and let me know as well, what do you think about the man who took the photo with the young boy at Circular Quay, and do you think it has anything to do with what happened that night?